This is drone comb. I know it's drone comb because you just kind of know when you're a beekeeper that this is large-sized comb. It's also this is foundationless. So when I installed these frames, you can see there's no plastic backing here or here. In the spring, workers have a tendency to build drone comb because they need drones to mate with potential new virgin queens in the spring. So I do find if you want to go foundationless in the spring, it's going to be hard. You just have to you're going to get drone comb, I almost guarantee it. I do have a mix of foundation and foundationless frames in the spring, and if the workers are building out this kind of drone comb, what I do is I pull it out of the center of the box and I move it over to the side, and then I just keep rotating until I get what I want. So what I want to show you though is these are drone cells. You can clearly see them poking out. Even those drone cells, the bees are still longer than the frames can handle. So they poke out, as you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze these frames. I'm going to let the workers crawl back into the hive, which is down there through that hole. When they're off, I'm going to freeze these frames, and I'm doing that because the mites, Varroa mites, which are parasitic mites, they have a tendency to lay their eggs in drone cells because the drones take 24 days to gestate, or to develop, I guess. They're not gestate, develop. Workers take 21, queens take 14. And the mites like the longer development time in the drone cells. So if you let the workers go back into your hive and then freeze your drone comb, you'll kill the mites. So it's like a natural mite treatment. I don't know. I'm not a natural beekeeper, generally speaking, but if I can do this, I'll try and help out. Now, what I want to see is there's some drones. There's a drone coming out right there. I want to just poke open maybe that one right there. And retrieve the drone. It's fully mature, I know it is because it's coming out, but hopefully that little hole hasn't allowed the mite to escape yet. It could have easily got out of that hole, but I'm gonna just pull it out and see what I see. There's a drone cell. The drone's about ready to come out, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack this cell open with my hive tool. I probably can't do this holding the camera, but once the drone comes out, I'll grab him and I'm going to inspect him to see if I can find a mite, the presence of a mite, and show it to you on the video. So workers are trying to help that drone to get out. I can help out better. Let me. So he will pop out of that pretty soon. Let me get there we go. There he is. So I'm going to grab this drone. There's a worker on there too. Drones don't have stingers, right? So they cannot. They can't bite you or sting you, I should say. I'm going to just let it roll around and see if I can see a mite on there. Hold this in a different angle so I can film and look for a mite. There you go. So I've just pulled one of these, I guess they're pupas at this point. There's a Varroa mite, very clear on the back. There's actually 2 mites on this larva, or pupa. And I pulled apart about 10 or 15 of these, and just found 3 mites. So I don't think this mite, or this hive, has a large infestation. But I'm gonna freeze these frames anyways, and kill off whatever mites are in there. I think I'll do a mite treatment as well. You would normally do mite treatment in the spring, prior to the brood development, and then you do it again after the honey is off the hive in the fall, and you kill the mites that way. But I don't have any honey in here that humans will be consuming, so I'm going to do a oxalic acid treatment, right? Anyway, so I'll just throw these out and get rid of these mites. Let the wasps or whatever get them, right? So there you go.